Hello, all. We are here for another summary of our Forbidden Ambitions campaign, a Houses in the Bloody game. So, two scenario paths beyond just the turning of the season into summer. We opened up with Lena summoning everyone that she could, asking for their help in a social faux pas. Someone she cared about had been taken prisoner by Baroness Cassie Reinhold. So the group headed out. In a masterful plan, the majority of the group went to go speak with Cassie, while one pretended to be an interrogator. As he went down and attempted to play the role to meet up with Victor and his troop, he ended up getting injured by Gillian, a strong man of sorts, though the peculiarity of his ability to control wood was unknown before this. Meanwhile, the others met with Cassie. Cassie thought they were possibly there for her other endeavors or because her husband had screwed up again. She was delighted that neither of those were the case, but somewhat uninterested in the situation other than wanting it to come back and bother her later. The group ended up paying for Victor and his troop and promising that he would not be returning. With that, she sent Jameson to release them. It was then when the group ran into their friend who had split off, who pretended to be one of Lena's servants. Lena disavowed any knowledge, and this led to a complication of Escalar being thrown in prison and being left with that situation, in which, his wife had to barter for his release. 2 stone was to be the price. And with this, on the way out, Victor learned of Sue's fate and was thrown into a bit of a spiral. As some time passed, Lena invited Isla over to see Victor and to see her as well. They swapped stories, and Victor was introduced to his daughter for the first time. He was thrilled by this, and we left it at that. Meanwhile, the new seneschal of Aurora's domain informed her of her husband's potential infidelity. Aurora laughed this off, and oddly enough, her husband introduced Aurora to the seneschal's private storage, which was filled with flowers to the brim, all different sorts, potted, some cut in water, and so on, arranged beautifully along the room, but concerning. Meanwhile, Escalar and his wife planned to do a prank of sorts, since the other barons left him behind. Cithadar. Nope, that's not the right name. Cithadeth had pretended that Escalar was still in Cassie's prison, and upon the arrival of the other barons who were summoned by Aluna, persuaded them that he might be dead. Aurora was heartbroken over this, and Lena suspicious. Lena leaned into their blood contract, sensing Escalar was very much alive and very much in the building, leading to a bit of an explosion later. But as Aurora met with Aurora, she went over the state of things as she believed, such as these bracer items that many of the Veth are getting their hands on with delight, leading to some destructive capabilities, in which Aurora members Serene had. Ruan starting to investigate the orcs in the area and claiming use of them, as well as bringing in 3 new barons. Escalar's charades and such were interrupted by the new navigator Serapina's knowledge of too much about Westland and other topics which are usually forbidden to speak of. It was also brought up that she spent some years locked away because of it and is skittish to do so. As well as Aurora herself seems to be exhausted. Maybe something is happening. Only time will tell. And Adric's need for materials was brought to the forefront to decide what to do. Alright all. Glad everyone had fun, and I will see you next time. Have a great couple weeks. Bye now.